With 5 days to the election, the final frenetic campaigning has begun. Scott Morrison and Bill Shorten have covered 3 states in the past 6 hours, dropping in on multiple must-win seats across the country. The Prime Minister's pushing his new promise to help first homeowners save for their deposit on a loan, a policy which will be delivered whatever happens on Saturday because Bill Shorten is also backing it. Under the proposal, first home buyers would need a deposit of at least 5% rather than the 20% most banks demand. If they defaulted and their house lost value when sold by the bank, the government would cover what they owe on the 20%. It's estimated around 10,000 buyers could use the scheme, but they must earn less than $125,000, or as a couple, no more than $200,000 a year. Political editor Andrew Probyn reports from Parliament House.
Politics goes bonkers with the selfie generation. Bottle this and any politician would have it made.
We're back away now. We better go to school. Okay.
You wouldn't know it, but Bill Shorten was in enemy territory.
Come on, Billy!
The New South Wales Central Coast seat of Robertson, held by the Liberals on a margin of just 1%.
Where are you looking to buy now?
Scott Morrison was also on the offensive in the must-win Western Sydney Labor seat of Lindsay.
And the deposit gap's getting harder.
Home to many a first home voter.
They can't save quick enough for the deposit.
His $500 million policy hasn't been costed by Treasury, officially at least.
Sorry, do I take that as a no, you haven't done modelling?
Well, look, we've spoken to people in the sector.
I'm sure you've all met people. I know plenty. Took them 10 years to save for their first home. 10 years, slogging it away.
And while allowing first home buyers to enter the market sooner, might the policy increase the cost of housing?
It's difficult to say. It's difficult to say.
I think the government scratched around yesterday looking for something to announce.
For someone so dismissive of the Coalition's first home buyer policy, the Labor leader was certainly quick to match it, just hours after it was announced by the Prime Minister on the weekend at his campaign launch.
I understand they even supported it before they'd even seen the whole policy.
And we're not in the business of bagging every idea just because someone else has an idea.
It's unobjectionable, it's modest, as Bill said, it'll have a small impact.
The final days of an election campaign are hardly laboratory conditions for the release of any economic policy. But despite being clearly dubious about the merits of the Coalition's housing plan, Labor adopted it, neutralising political advantage taking precedence over proper scrutiny, process and even potential taxpayer exposure to the brittle housing market. Saving furniture as well as the house, now the priority for all sides.
I've brought the greatest living Liberal with me.
One blue blood warrior conscripting another for a blue ribbon rescue.
I'm still perpendicular. He's the man.
It's still possible for us to fall over the line. In
yeah, it is. It is.
The question is, in what condition? Andrew Probyn, ABC News, Canberra.
Thank you.
A man has appeared in